Hello and welcome to another instructional video. This is a how to tie the Beadhead Flash Zonker. This particular one came with a subscription kit from the Postfly box subscription. It's a lot of fun. I really like getting the new fun patterns once a month. Anyways, this all the provided material were included in the kit. So this is used the size 4 hook. Provided also were some bead heads. I am using the bright silver bead, appropriate for the size 4. I'll be using the provided lead wire for weight and for body. Instead of the green, I will be using the white rabbit strips. And on this one, I will be substituting the green for the white angel hair. It's a bright silver. And I like the look of that red up front, so I will be using red angel hair in the front. Also, I will be using the provided thread. So we will get the sample out. And what I have found, the best way to get beads onto hooks is to put it in the vise like so, and you have a big side and a small side of that bead. And you want to put the small side of that bead on first. Get the hook in the vise properly now. And I will go ahead and start to build up some lead wire wraps. This is doesn't really indicate what size of lead this is provided. It feels a little heavier than the 0.0 that I have here. I don't have any other sizes besides that one. But this is some heavy duty stuff for a heavy duty fly. And I want to leave a little bit of room up front for that zonker, that rabbit strip, to be up front. That looks appropriate. Go ahead and trim this off. Trim or break. That looks good right about there. Gotta leave a little room up front. Okay, I'm going to cast on my thread right up here in the front. And we'll trim that off. Keeping that lead wire where it is, I'm going to just continue to wrap it down. And we'll lock this in on both sides. And we'll wrap back and forth a little bit. This is a nice big heavy fly, so there's really no sense of going short on the wrapping of the wire. Okay, we're going to take this all the way to the back side, right to that bend, and we'll take our rabbit. And you want to make sure the fur is pointed in the right direction. Pokes out any of the loose stuff. And I'm going to go a hook's length on the body, or for the tail. So that's going to be my tie-in point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold some of that rabbit back. And get it right there on that back side. Here we go. Couple nice tight locking wraps. And I'm stingy, so I did not trim this down to size initially because I want the ability to maximize the amount of material that was provided. So we'll just get that, fold that back and just get that out of the way. And then it's just a simple matter of building up a nice tapered body using the white angel hair. This stuff seems to be pretty fun to work with. It goes on the thread nice and easy. This is a great material for somebody who's learning how to properly dub, etc. But I am going to kind of work this back and forth and do it in layers instead of trying to squeeze it all in from back to front in just a couple of wraps. Plenty of material provided. Really want a lot of fluff in there, and then just compress it on as you spin. And I'm going to work it back again, building up a little bit of a taper, so I won't quite take it as far back each time when I go to the rear. There we go. Get it nice and compressed on there. And just keep adding a little bit at a time until you're satisfied with the buggy of the body. I like that. And I don't want it to be especially too buggy, so I'm just going to pull all these stray fibers and just trim them off at the top side and get those out of the way. Alright, and I'm going to transition from the white angel hair to the red angel hair. And same as before, just going to space this out and get a nice tight dubbing noodle on there. I will say whoever did tie the sample fly that came with the box did a stellar job. Very professionally tied. So kudos to the fly box and the fly box tires. Really enjoy getting quality product. You know, it's not the biggest bag of material, but that's not what this is designed to be. Here we go. I'm just going to trim that off. And what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to just do a couple whip finishes, a couple turns with the whip finish and trim that off. And then bump over the thread and cast it on again. Because I know I will have that one thread in the mix, and I know I don't want it in there. No big deal to just trim off and trim back on. Okay, now I'm going to take this rabbit strip, I'm going to lay this rabbit strip down, measure it out, give it a nice pull. Right there at the start of the eye. Give myself a little bit of bear hide to tie into. I'm going to take that all the way up and over that bead. And to really lock this down, I'm just going to take a whole bunch of wraps up here and do a nice, decent size head up front. Really making sure you got that rabbit strip on the lockdown. There we have it. Once again, a couple turns on the whip finish. And there you have it. You will get a couple drops of the secret sauce, good old Sally Hansen's. And we're just going to secure those thread wraps down with just a little droplet. Not much. There you have it. That, my friends, is the Beadhead Flash Zonker. Once again, all these materials came as part of a subscription kit to the Postfly box. I'm a big fan. Check them out online. I'll post a link in there, my description, and I'll probably throw a couple of those flashy cards up top. So check them out, folks. Postfly box. This is the Beadhead Zonker. I went with a silver or the white angel hair, the red angel hair, and the white rabbit strip. There you go, folks. Thank you for joining in. Happy tying and tight lines.